Yo, what's going on everybody? Suro here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make an absolutely insane amount of gold within like an hour on this game. It's not clickbait. It's not like all these millions of videos we're seeing where it's like promising a ton of money and it just really doesn't work out that way. So this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. And you may have actually heard about this, but it is baking the cakes and having a cake party. Now this will net you easily from like 60,000 to 100,000 depending on how you do this or the method, and it's actually super simple to do. So you need to find you an LFG group that is doing a cake party. I have a LFG channel over in my Discord. You can host your own or you can join someone else's, and then you can also go in the official Discord. They have a very active LFG over there, and you're just gonna have to bring some ingredients and then go on about your ways. Alright, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So to craft the celebration cake, normally if you're by yourself, you have to do all of this stuff. It takes you like 5 minutes. It's expensive. It's time consuming. It's not what we're here for. So there's several positions that you can apply for whenever you're doing these cake parties. So one person would contribute, we'll say we're making 50 cakes, okay? So one person would have the blueberries, preferably star blueberries. So if you feel like you have a blueberry farm and you have star versions, this might be a position you would love to fill. So that's one person's job right here. They start the recipe and then they end the recipe and they contribute a blueberry. The next we have the prep stations. So you're going to have the jelly cake layers and then we have the mixing station. So this was my position in the video I'm going to show you. You need 4 people to make ground sweet leaf. And it is literally that you have to go out there and farm up 50 sweet leaf, which does not take very long, especially if you server hop. You can get this in less than an hour. This is a position that you can fill, and it's probably the easiest position that you can do. So I brought in 50 sweet leaf. I literally clicked 2 buttons. I grind it up. That's it. That's my whole job for like the hour. I do that. It takes like no time at all, no effort. So 4 people. There are 4 positions doing sweet leaf. Then we have people doing the cake batter. There will be 3 positions doing this. So those people would have to bring in 50 butter, 50 eggs, and 50 flour. You can go and purchase this from Zeki's shop. It's somewhere like 5 to 8,000 gold you would have to spend, but you're getting 60,000 back. So if you want a position like that, you could just buy this, bring these ingredients, and you don't even have to bring the sweet leaf because that's coming from the person that did like my position there. So 3 people have this position. They mix up the cake batter. And the last ingredient we have here is the frosting, and it takes milk and butter. So again, only one person fills this position. They get milk and butter and then they mix it in with the sweet leaf that I grind up, and that's how you get the frosting. We just need 1 frosting for that. So the easiest position that takes no effort at all is the people on the oven. There are 3 people that can fill this position, and they literally just put this in the oven. They don't have to bring any ingredients. Usually the host will be this position because, well, they're hosting it. They're the ones who spent all the resources to set up the party and do all the legwork. So they pretty much get the free 60,000. They don't have to do anything other than put this inside the oven. They don't have to provide any ingredients. And there are 3 positions for this available because there are 3 cake layers. After all that's mixed up, you have your jelly cake layer. This is the most expensive position. So you already have the cake layer. All you have to bring in is 50 of any jam, preferably blueberry or apple. And this is probably the most time consuming to get these jams, but it seems like a lot of people are jammers and it's not that big of an issue. So there will be 3 people in this position because they will be jamming up each cake layer. After that's all said and done, it goes back to the blueberry person and they end the recipe. Now I'm going to show you this in action. It does not take long. It sounded confusing. Once you see it on screen, I think you'll be okay. So yeah, I'm gonna send you over there. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. I have lots of Palia news coming up for you, and I will help you get pretty wealthy within the game. Alright guys, so how this works is you see up there air get lamb. He is going to start it with a blueberry. So he's going to start up the cake right about now. He's starting up a new one. And then me and the other 3 people to my left are the leafers. So you're going to grind up the sweet leaf. We're going to go ahead and mix it up, grind it up right here. And it's getting passed over there to the other side which is going to have the people that are doing the batters. So we have Sasha, Kark, and Lady Galata over there. And then Thistle is going to be our froster. So once he collects all the stuff from there, he's going to make the frosting. And then boom, it goes over into the oven. Those people are going to be making the like actual cakes. And once they're done, it's getting sent over here to these three. We have Gabriel, Buddha, and Cammy. And they are going to fully jam up the cakes, and it will go back to Air Get Lamb, and he's going to finish off the recipe, and everybody in here is going to get the 3 cakes, which are worth a lot. And as you can see, it levels you up really fast. So again, he's going to start up another one. I'm going to mix this up here, and this is literally the only thing I have to do. If I check my inventory, a stack of 30 of these cakes is 11,610. Now do be sure to bring some food to keep your energy if you want that extra XP. If not, you can also just eat some of the cakes. I got a stack of the basic cakes that weren't the star ones, and there was like 10 in a stack. They were only worth like 3,000, so I'll take the loss on the 3,000 gold, and I'm just gonna eat the cakes. I have 350 right now on my focus, so it's only gonna last me for 2 cakes. I am gonna have to head over to the dragon statue, that way I can hold more, because each cake I eat gives me 900 focus, which is actually a lot. So as you see, a full rotation of making 1 cake does not take very long. So each cake is going to be worth 387. Now there are ways to make this even better, and that is by throwing them either in the regular worm farm or the glow worm farm, which is what I'm going to be doing. And there's some numbers and stats and all that, so you can debate whether you want to just sell the cake straight away or head over and look at the stats that I'll link in the description of this video to see which direction you want to take. You can also make glow worms and then catch rare fish if you want to do all that extra legwork. For me, I'm just going to throw them in my glow worm farm, take the profits, and leave. So just quickly, we are going to go over this whole process again. If you take a look over there at Air Get Lamb, he is going to start it up right now. So he starts it up. I'm going to go ahead and grind up this sweet leaf along with the other 3 people right here. It gets sent over there to the other group on the other side. They're going to be mixing it up, making the batter. And then the guy across from me, Thistle, he is going to be doing the frosting, so he's going to mix it up. And then those ingredients get sent all the way over there to the people that's going to slap these in the oven. Once they finish with that, they're going to take it out, and it's going to get sent over here to the jammers. So they're going to use the jams. You could use blueberries or apple jam. That's probably the most expensive position to have, because if you're one of the jammers, you had to bring in your own jam, which is pretty expensive and time consuming. And then it goes back to the leader over there. And yeah, that was how quick we did like 1 single cake. Whenever you finish a cake, you do get 3 of them. So like less than a minute, we got 3 of these cakes for 387. So you got over 1,000 gold in less than a minute. That's absolutely insane, because the alternative way of making money besides like farming and stuff, if you're actually going out farming up resources, it's going to take you much longer than that. It's going to take you like an hour just to get a couple thousand gold, and it's not fun. We're doing this in less than a minute. So these cake farming parties are the way to go. They're super fun, casual. You don't even have to be in a party. I'm not in a party right now, so if you're nervous about that, you can find groups where, as long as everyone knows their position, I just stand here for like an hour. Like, this is all I do. I put on music, I listen to music while I'm doing this party, and I just click this make button right here, and then I hold my mouse down, and I do this like 60 times, and I'm done. So like 1 hour, and I'm getting at least 60,000 gold. So everything's super expensive in the game. These cake parties are the way to do it. Are they going to patch this at some point? I don't know. To me, these are almost like raid activities for MMOs, you know? So you have a whole group of people, but you can just, I mean, it's a high-end recipe, so that's kind of the point of having these things. I don't know if they'll nerf how much money you actually get from the cakes. I feel like that's what they'll probably do, because this game is a social thing, and I don't think they're going to want to take away from that aspect and like make it where we can't group cook more than a couple people. But it's really fun. These cake parties are actually exciting. And maybe if you have a few friends, just look in the official Discord, head over to my Discord, maybe you'll find a party. I know you can check over on Reddit. You could even just ask in game chat. Just go over there, hit enter, ask if anyone's looking for a party. a cake party, and yeah, it's just a really good time. It's a good way to make lots of money, and I'm just super pumped for it. All right, we just got our last cake right there. Give some applause, give some waves. This is absolutely amazing. All right, make sure you always tell everyone thank you for that. This was absolutely amazing. So cake party's over. It's time to disperse. You can go start up another one if you have the ingredients. Join another one through the LFG. As you see, the host has an absolutely massive house. We probably, oh, what's going on there? A double bed. Love it, love it. All right, let's leave. So everybody leaves. We're gonna return home and take a look at everything. So here we go. We have a stack of 30, which is 11,600. So 11,600. So let's round 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. So as you see, we have just about 60,000 gold worth of cake in less than an hour. These basic cakes right here is where we kind of messed up, so they weren't worth very much. I ate probably about 10 of these, so probably about another 6,000 total with these, and you could have got more if we got these star variants of them. Now, what you want to do after your cakes, you could sell them, or what most people do is you take your cakes and you throw them in your glowworm farm, and it's going to turn them into glowworms. I think it's like 10 glowworms, and glowworms are worth a lot. Either way, you could just sell them, take the profits, or you could make a bunch of glowworm farms to make them faster. You can take these out, throw your cakes inside, and just leave them overnight. Or if you get a ton of glowworm farms, it ain't going to take you that long. We're going to swap those out right there. And I'm going to go to sleep for the night, wake up, and take my profits and go sell them, sell all the worms. But honestly, you could also just throw them in here. So right there, I got 14K just from that. So it's really amazing to do these cake parties. They're actually pretty fun. Like I said, if you're not very social, you don't have to talk in them. You don't have to join a Discord channel or anything like that. I wasn't in one. The guy just added me as a friend. I joined over here on the board. I went in there, went straight to my position. They'll show you or tell you in the chat if you don't know where to go. And we just stood there for like less than an hour, and I made 60K, and I could potentially get about 80,000 after I finished with the glowworm farms. So all in all, it's some good business, and I'm probably going to go expand my backpack finally. I've been waiting forever for this. And then I'm going to go join another cake party and then start upgrading my chests. They're like 25,000 to do these chests. A lot of expensive stuff in the game, and these are worth it. So make sure you guys are grinding as much as you can on these cake parties, because I'm sure in some way or another they're going to nerf it, and then it's going to be back to farming up like 2,000 gold for half an hour, which is not fun at all. It really isn't. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it so much. If you guys learned anything or enjoyed it, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.